Hello and welcome to this question answer session. We received some really interesting questions about the understanding, making the deeper understanding about the Turiya state, and we will see these questions one by one. The first question: can Turiya be experience, or it is only the background of all the experiences? Yes, Turiya, it is been called as a Turiya state, but however, actually speaking, it is the wrong way of calling it as a fourth state. It is something in which the three states are happening. See, let's take the example of the deep state. In a deep state, you are deep sleep state. Sorry, in a deep sleep state, you are not there. You do not understand what's happening in and around you. You are completely one with the uh, with the existence. However, it is unconscious, that's why you do not know. When you wake up, then there is something inside you strongly tell you, yes, you were there, but you were not there. That you were existing there into that deep sleep state, but you were not there because there was no reference point related to the body and the mind, which you can create the duality and see yourself experiencing that state. Correct? So you, that experiencing thing was not there, so you were completely one with the deep sleep state. However, after you wake up, then you know that there is something that was telling me that I was present there. Means there was something present there which was telling you this, yes, I was in a deep sleep state. Right now it might not be clear to you because in the deep sleep state you become completely 100% unconscious and that awareness is completely gone. With the practice of being more and more aware and aware and aware and aware with yourself, you will, there is a possibility that you will reach to the level where we will be able to witness the deep sleep happening within ourselves, and many sages, many masters in past has experienced this, that how they have witnessed their own deep sleep and how it is possible. Now in the waking state, you are interacting with the world, you are using your words, using your actions, and all this interaction is happening with the world, and then at the same time there is something inside you which is witnessing all those things. The actions are not affecting it, the emotions are not affecting it, the age is not affecting it, the time is not affecting it, the situation is not affecting it, and then that there is something existing. And in the dream state, like you are just fantasizing something or daydreaming or thinking, or just become aware of that sound inside you right now, that talking happening inside you with yourself, the visions that you see, whether it's the daydreaming or the night dreaming. Dream is dream. Only in this state you are interacting with the world, and at the same time the daydreaming is happening inside you, or at night you are just lying on your bed and the dreaming is happening in your body. So that time also that someone is there who is watching those dreams. So that someone, that something inside you, not someone actually, something inside you at the background which is witnessing the waking state, witnessing the deep sleep state, and witnessing the dreaming happening is Turiya. So let's make a statement that there is nothing only but the Turiya. And let's take this statement for granted. Let's consider this as a complete truth. And then starts understanding that yes, there is only Turiya, and I am established into that. I am Turiya. I am that consciousness which is always there into that state called Turiya, and witnessing the waking state, dream state, and sleep state within myself arising and falling. Then you will start going close to the right now. If you think I am waking and I want to experience Turiya, so you have created the division. There is a duality which is created. So with the duality you cannot understand. I'm sitting in my house and I'm saying, oh, the space outside me, I want to experience that. No, I cannot. I have created the walls and the ceiling in around me. So space is separated already. I cannot become one with the space outside, though it is the same space. All I have to do is drop this understanding. So drop this notion of the body you are attached to. Drop this body and see, I don't exist. What is exist if I will drop this body now? Is there something inside me which I can strongly hold on if I'm not considering myself to be this body? If I'm not considering myself to be this mind, is there something that I can hold on? So you will start understanding this beingness more clearly. And once you understand the beingness, you be with your beingness. There is no distinction again. Don't see I'm watching my beingness. You become the beingness. You become one. There is a solidified, silent, strong feeling within yourself that tells you, yes, I am one. And then inside that you see the thoughts arising, inside that your body moving, inside that you will see the words coming out of your mind. Your eyes, you can clearly see your eyes are watching something in front of you. So all the senses are working there, the mind is working there, and then you will start going back into that witness consciousness, establishing into the beingness, and that is what is the Turiya state. As a background of all the experiences happening inside you. Second question, how can one recognize the difference between the deep sleep, blackness, and the Turiya, pure awareness? So consciousness has got 5 different krutis that happens in the presence of the consciousness. The most, what is that? Maha means powerful actions that happens in the presence of the consciousness. 5 actions. The first one is that the creation is created. So this creation is getting created because of the presence of the consciousness. The creation is maintained because of the presence of the consciousness. The creation is destroyed because of the presence of the consciousness. So happening, maintaining and destruction of the creation is happening because of the presence of the consciousness. Then there is a veil getting created on the level of the consciousness for you to be separate from the infinite consciousness and the world that is been created by you. That is the beingness. That veil is nothing but that beingness, that individual consciousness, that subtle ego that we talk about. So that is the veil. Beyond that is the infinite consciousness, and above that is you created your own world. And then that is the 4th power of the consciousness, that this veil is getting created, making the separation between the world that you see as a illusionary getting created on top of it and the Brahman consciousness, infinite consciousness under it. And the 4th one is, its power is that this veil also will disappear and you will become with the infinite consciousness. So in a deep sleep, that veil is still there. I am sleeping and I am going to bed and I am resting. So that thought, that individual thing is so strong there, attachment with your body, because your body is tired, your mind is tired, and you are lying down and you are sleeping. So that veil is not letting you experience the pure consciousness, pure awareness, the way it is as it is in Turiya state. Now, what happens in the waking state when you are awake? And then you take your attention back, then you are conscious, you are witnessing, you are present here, and you are drawing your attention back and you are becoming one with that. So that body and mind which is there, which is not completely unconscious in the deep sleep, is conscious here, and that's why you can easily experience that Turiya state. That is why though deep sleep and Turiya state are both same at one level, on the other level they are completely different because of the awareness and the conscious ability of the consciousness to experience them in one, and it is not there in the other. So that's why there is a blankness, there is a darkness in the deep sleep, and then there is in pure awareness you become like one with the entire creation in the infinite. You feel the infinity inside you. Literally, you are not bound by this body and mind. This body and mind is just there as one reference point, like a wavy or like a illusionary thing there where you are center, but you can literally feel one with the consciousness itself. So question number 3, do glimpses of silence and awareness in meditation point towards the Turiya state? Yes, that's correct. When you are in silence and when you go back with yourself, see, Turiya state is not something which is very difficult to attain. It is just there beyond your mind. Your mind is chattering all the time and so busy with all the actions. That's why you cannot experience the Turiya state. Give yourself a break. Don't talk too much. Don't get engaged with the activities of the mind. You don't have to say everything. You don't have to interact with everything. You don't have to get engaged with all the sense objects. It's okay. Just take a step back and just work with your own mind, and the moment you will be able to calm your mind, then you will be able to see that yes, I am into the Turiya state, and that's where you are in Turiya state, and that's what happens in the meditation. In meditation, you drive your attention back consciously. You are not affected by the thoughts and actions happening on the level of the mind, so you get the glimpses and of Turiya state by becoming awareness with the awareness. Now the next question, how can awareness of the Turiya changes the way we live in the waking life? See, in the waking life, you are getting engaged with the objects of the senses and the experiences of the senses. For example, if you have a car and if you like your car, then that's the object of your senses. So you are engaged with that. Oh, this is my car, this is my house, this is my uh, particular clothes, jewelry, or garments, whatever things you have that you think as your amazing unique collection, then you are getting engaged with that, correct? And at the same time you are getting engaged with the experiences as well. Oh, this is my experience, this is how I interact with my family member, this is how I interact with my people at the work, this is how I interact with my other spiritual organization people when I'm doing the service and all that. So there are experiences happening, you are attached with the experiences, and there is objects of the senses that you are engaged with, that is happening. So when you are established into the Turiya state and witnessing everything, then you are doing the same thing, but that engagement is not that strong, which creates the imbalance in your mind and the emotions arise. For example, if I'm interacting with someone and then my interaction will be pure and spontaneous, and my interaction will not get colored by the emotions that arise in me about that person or about that experiences. It will be completely detached. I will be completely detached when I'm interacting, and I will be just doing whatever is good for that particular moment for that person, and that way the interaction will finish and the experience will get created. So in that way the experience will always be good and the interaction will always be pure and genuine, and it will be spontaneous. You will not be thinking when the mind comes in, when the emotion comes in, it has got the memory attached to that, which tells you 3 years back this person said this to me, that person gave me information about this person, he is or she is like this. So all those thoughts will not impure your interaction and your contribution into the experience that is been getting created, and then it will not spoil it by your personal way of looking at the things. So that's way in the waking state, it will help you. Your personal relations will not only but increase, your interaction will be pure. You will not carrying the garbage in your head after interacting with someone, that why I did this, why he said that, why she said that, why things are not happening, all these why, how, all those questions will get dropped. You will be free from all those things, and at the same time you will have a lot of energy, because a lot of energy is getting wasted on the level of the body and on the level of the mind. On the level of the mind, a lot of energy get wasted by thinking, so that you will save. That will also the experience that you will have when you are established into the Turiya state and living in the waking state. Next question, can one remain established into the Turiya state while performing the daily activities? Like we discussed in the previous question, yes, it is very much possible to do all those things what you are doing, but you will experience that you are 100% there into doing all those things. Like right now, if I just take my attention is already back, but I'm just saying, I'm just go into that witness state, then I'm seeing myself talking and sharing this knowledge. And when I'm talking and sharing this knowledge, the words are spontaneously coming out, and I'm not making them pure or impure, or thinking a lot about what I should say, what I should not say. At the same time, the mind is at rest, and the only thing that is happening at this time 100% is sharing this knowledge as the question comes and the answer comes. So there is no thoughts coming in, oh, what should I do after this, what happened before this. So the mind is free from the past and present. So it is very much possible to establish into the Turiya state while performing every activity, and that is actually the key to know more about the Turiya state. Now what happens in the morning and evening, you do meditation, and that time you take a step back and you create and go into that Turiya state, after 15, 20, 30 minutes of the meditation. But if you make it a habit throughout the day that after every hour I will check and I will go back into myself, whatever action I am doing, without stopping that action, and I will just witness that action happening, whether I'm driving, whether I'm working, whether I'm talking, whether I'm doing anything, eating, I will just take a step back and witness that action happening. Then your body consciousness, body mind complexity, and the individual consciousness will get trained for you to go again back to its source and interact and do all those things, instead of just limiting it to the morning and evening for half an hour, 45 minutes. And then once you do that practice for every hour, then you will see that yes, I can actually easily go into that state anytime, and then you will start living into that state for a longer period of the time throughout the 24 hours. Before sleeping also, if you just remind yourself, I am into that state and I want to witness my sleep, then it is gradually happen after a few months, by reminding yourself every night, yes, I am consciousness, I want to experience my sleep, I don't want to. Then you will be create that awareness within yourself, whether you will be able to witness your sleep, and it's a different experience altogether. It's like amazing experience altogether. So it is very much possible to do that, perform all the activities established into the Turiya state. Next question: if Turiya is ever present, does that mean that enlightenment is already here, only unrecognized? Correct. Like we said in the beginning, take it for granted we are in Turiya state. You are enlightened. You are already that what is required. You do not need to go outside anywhere and have anything in your life to make that thing happen. All you need to do is get rid of what is unwanted in you. What is unwanted in you is your understanding about this body, your understanding about this individual self, your understanding about this personality, your understanding about these concepts in your mind, your understanding about the tags that has been given to you by your family members, by your colleagues, by your people, good tags or bad tags. Oh, you are so smart, you are so knowledgeable, oh, you are not happy, you are angry, you are sad. All these tags have created you a big cover around you, and concepts are so much deep rooted into our ego sense that it is very difficult to get rid of them. So when you start getting rid of them, you realize, oh my goodness, it is so hard, and it is so much are collected. And every day your experiences and your interactions with the people are making those tag either stronger, or you are getting the new tag. So understand that, and then you will realize that, oh, what remains is that which is always there, ever present, all the time, apart from limited to time and space. It was there when you were 1 year old, it was there when you were 10-year old, it was there when you were 20-year-old, 50-year-old, 100-year-old. It will always be there, irrespective of you are happy, you are miserable, you are doing something, you are not doing something, you are lethargic, you are energetic. It was always there, and it is always there. Only you have to be get rid of that your doership and your engagement into the actions, and your establishment into this illusion called this personality. And the last question for today: how does understanding of Turiya help in reduce fear, anxiety, and attachment? Again, fear, anxiety, attachment, jealousy, sadness, happiness, all these emotions are attached on the level of the consciousness and on the level of the body and mind. In the deep sleep, your fear is gone. In the deep sleep, your anxiety is gone. In your deep sleep, your attachment is gone. So all these things are happening from that beingness, starting from, and you created your own world. So the moment you go back into that beingness and start witnessing, let the fear come, then be the witness for the fear and don't get worry about that. What generally happens when the fearful thoughts comes, we said, oh, I don't want to experience that thought, and we just withdraw and we distract ourselves. So you are actually pressing it down, you are not letting it come up. Face it, be strong. You are stronger and bigger than your fear, your anxiety, and your attachment, because they are your attachments. Attachments will go away, fear will go away, anxiety will go away, but you will still be there. But if you go away, and all those will not be there, means this has got the existence because of you have the existence and you are there. So you have to focus on that I am there, and that beingness, and that witness consciousness, that individual consciousness, that I am, that all is nothing but the beginning of this Turiya state. So beginning of the experience of the Turiya state. So just be there and face all those concepts. Fear is nothing but the concepts inside you. Anxiety is nothing but the concepts inside you about the future that you have created. Oh, I want to think. Oh, I'm thinking about future. I want to do this. I want to be here. Be in this moment. That's it. And all those things will start losing its power and hold and grip on you. You will start establishing into yourself with becoming one with yourself, and then understanding your mind. And the more and more you understand your mind, all these emotions will start going down and becoming less intense. So that's it for today, and I hope I'm not hoping, I'm sure I answer these questions, most of these, but these questions need a lot of this answer these questions correctly for you. However, they need a lot of contemplation and understanding for them to experience. Right now it's on the intellectual level, you understand these answers. Now you keep thinking about these, and then you will make that as an experiential level. When the contemplation happen on the intellectual level about you thinking about this and becoming aware of your concepts and getting rid of your concepts, then you start establishing into the what is remaining, which is nothing but that Turiya state, or that beingness, or that consciousness. Okay, take care, bye.